Good morning, everyone. It's Daniella again. It is Monday, June 27th, 2016. So, I was recently looking through some of my videos, and somebody actually messaged me and asked me to explain how I came up with a name that I'd be choosing for the rest of my life. Um, when, you know, I think when we were born, when your parents give you your name, they probably go, ring around the rosy so many times of, oh my God, we're going to have a baby. Okay, is it a boy? Is it a girl? They got girl names picked out, they got boy names picked out. Um, you know, so, no matter what, picking out a name is always hard. For me, when I decided that, I wasn't going to live a lie anymore and that I was going to be transgender and that was the life that I've always wanted and I was going to finally get to live it. My birth name just doesn't fit, obviously, because it's male. And that's obviously not me. So, um, you know, I got it racked in my head of, what is a name that I feel comfortable with? For the rest of my life. I don't know if there's any transgender people out there who've picked names and, had one name and then they decided, oh, I don't like that name, I'm going to switch it to another one. That's not me. You know, so I went through the process of, thinking, well, I don't know, this may sound a little weird, but like people have like a favorite number? Well, I have a favorite letter, and that favorite letter is D. Don't ask me why. It's always just been a letter that has been my favorite. So I was going through online and looking up different names that started with D that were female, and I'm like, and I'm going through and saying them out loud, and then I'm like, no, none of them were working or whatever. And then, I have a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in, I don't know, a couple of years. So I guess we've kind of lost touch, but I had a lot of good memories with her. And her name was Danielle. And so I didn't want to be, like her. I wanted to be my own person. I wanted to be a little different. So I decided to change it up a little bit and put the name, the letter A at the end, so it would be Daniella. And, Daniella, for some people also is a little hard to, because they see Danielle. So I was like, okay, also people can break it down. So some people call me Danny, Dani, which is fine too, because, I know what they mean. And also it kind of fits a little bit. And it's also Demi Lovato's character on Glee when she played in Glee for a few episodes. So as I went through the process, I was trying to figure out, okay, do I just want to change my first name, or do I want to change like my whole name entirely? I think if I was younger when I started transitioning, I might have just stayed with my first name, but I'm like, I want to be me, the person I was meant to be. So like I decided to change my entire name. So, then that also became a process of, okay, you changed your first name, so you're Daniela, but like, what is your middle and what's your last name? So what I did was, I always, for some reason, have these things stick in my head, and one of the things that I always kind of like had in the back of my mind was, I like a name to be something you don't hear every day, and or an uncommon name. So, especially one here where I'm from, a lot of the names are same, like, John or so, or Kristen, or something simple, something that's that you hear every day. So when I was deciding my middle name, I was like, well, I've always liked the name Melina. So, you got Daniela Melina is my middle name, and then uh, one of my favorite actors who is phenomenal. Some people may think he's a little weird, and everything, but he's really a good guy or whatever, and he makes phenomenal films. Is Cruise, Tom Cruise. Um, However, I spell my name a little bit differently. It's instead of the way he spells it, I spell it Cruz. So you got Daniella Molina Cruz, and one of the things that I like about it is it doesn't sound. Now, this is just my opinion. I mean, you guys can disagree with me if you want. That's fine. But to me, it doesn't sound like American. I mean, it does a little bit, but not too much. I gave it kind of a little kind of like a little bit of ethnic sounding. If that makes sense to you guys, because it's weird, but I've always seen myself as somebody who wasn't from America, even though I was born here. But I like the cultures outside the United States, So, when I started using my name, it's, I correct people now, like at work or try to at home. And one of the things that I've been doing recently is as I'm getting closer, because next month I will be changing my own name over. I think it's July 17th is the day. I've actually started writing down my name on a piece of paper, just so I can get used to writing it, So, and it's really nice seeing it out, and I'm going to love when my driver's license is changed over and, like, other documents and stuff is changed over. It's going to feel so rewarding, and it's just like the next step into transitioning. I feel like as people transition, especially for me, I see myself at levels. Like, I'm at this level, and then once I do something, I'm at the next level. So that's pretty much how I got my name. And if you have any questions about it, or you want more detail on it, you can leave me a comment, or you can email me. I'd really like to hear some of your stories about how you guys came up with your names. Was it just a random pick, or was it like my story, or did someone help you with it? Because it's not an easy process, because again, that's probably going to be your name for the rest of your life. And like I said, that's great, but sometimes people with names, like especially if you change it legally, like that can be like a process. So it's like, what you want to do is, like what I did is process it and go through steps before you actually make that decision. Because how, I think of it like this. It's like, how you the most comfortable pants I've ever worn. Kind of look at that as you're, changing your name. Like, have it there, try it out, see how other people feel about it, and if you second guess yourself, then that's probably not the name for you. So yeah, subscribe to my page, like this video, leave me a comment about what you think about this video, and if you want to tell me your story about how your name change came to be, or even if you want help with changing your name, you can, leave that in the comment as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.